Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another Webinar Wednesday with Messer Financial Group. My name is Sophia Xavier, and I'm the Area Marketing Director here at Messer, and I'll be your host today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us this morning, and we will be going over very, very exciting information and also just really getting you prepped to know where to go, give you some guidance to get ready for this next selling season. I believe it's going to be one of the most exciting yet, even more than last year. So if you are already partnered with Messer Financial, thank you so much for your partnership and for always giving us feedback and being able to work together and grow together. If you are here for the first time and you're just taking a sneak peek to find out a little bit more about us, welcome. So we will revise a lot. So if you are a brand new agent and this is going to be your first selling season, stay tuned. A lot of good information for you. If you are a seasoned agent and a pro and you've done this before, get ready because you might still get a few tips here and there that will really help you maximize your opportunities this next in AEP and OEP. As you know, with all the new rules and regulations that CMS has thrown at us since last year, we're all just getting prepared. It's been very enlightening, I guess, because every year you have to learn and get prepared. But for the last couple of years, it's been even more so. So we're here together for this. So we are here to get your ducks in a row for AEP, okay? So this is the 90-day plan for AEP. I'd like to actually ask you, if you could, if you haven't done so yet, follow us on social media. We have so much good information to provide to you. We are on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, on LinkedIn, and we also share not only when we're going to have valuable webinars and information, but also really fun videos to get you through the day. You know, only us in this industry have the same sense of humor with insurance, and we have really great things that we create for you. If you are one of those, maybe a little bit like me, and you cannot wait, and you need to give us a call, please do. You can reach us at 866-568-9649. You could also reach us at, if you want to speak directly with a marketing associate, you can actually call us at 866-373-7604. And so with that said, it's important for you to get a head start. So before the 90 days starts, which by the way, it starts this weekend, okay? You should be already getting educated and following any news that are coming through. And if you have a dedicated marketer, they could be your source of information as well. We have a fantastic producer support team that can actually also connect and tell you what is going on with the rules and regulations as we're following them very, very closely. Additionally, our marketers also work directly with our compliance team and department, and we're continuously getting updates. So if we are not exactly sure yet or haven't gotten an update, we will get that for you and make sure that you're ahead of the game, because we know it's mostly important to be compliant. You don't want to be accidentally doing anything that is uncompliant and then getting in trouble. And although if you do, we are here for you too, and we'll help you at each step of the way. There's a very, very, very good resource that I want to make sure you guys are aware. If you are with Messer and you have an Messer Agent Center login, you can go into Medicare and certifications information, and you'll actually be able to see a huge map and some guides. One of those has every single SCP information. So for example, if you're looking, obviously we have, IEP, we have AEP coming around the corner, the annual election period. And actually, pardon me, I have to remind myself at times that if you are a new agent, you might not even know yet the acronyms for everything. And believe me, this is the industry for acronyms, right? Like there's so many. So if have you reviewed the CMS guidance for 2025 yet? Or is it still on your to-do list? Please let us know in the comments. And what's your go-to resource when you want a fast update on CMS changes? That's extremely important for us to know. And so if you are a brand new agent and you need additional support on like which steps to take, how to keep moving forward, how to organize this AEP, this webinar is going to cover that. If you are a seasoned agent, like I said before, and you've done this multiple times, but you're trying to find different ways and get other ideas, this is also for you. So going back to the enrollment periods, SEP, which would be special enrollment period, it is one of those that in some states now, with the HIDE-FIDE, the dual eligibility has changed. And so as being one of the changes in our rules and regulations this coming year. So it's important for you to find a way to enroll throughout the year, which is also part of how you get ready for the selling season. Many times when you put a marketing plan in place, you should be considering the whole year, not only, let me do all my events at this time of the year. Let me do all my follow-ups at the last 3 months of the year. Absolutely not. That is how you get yourself burned out. That's how you get yourself stressed and not really able to maximize every single opportunity that comes your way. I wanted to show you something really quickly that it is in our website. And I'm going to click here, for example. So one of the things we're going to make sure that we're sharing that we did last year is our MA PDP carrier HRA landscape and the changes. And then we're also going to do the MA PD carrier landscape changes as well for like the PDP version. But I'm going to share this tab right here into our website. And it's pretty much the DSNP 2025 map. So for you, wherever you are and wherever you're licensed, take a look at this map and really like it and take it in. If you want to have access to this, you just have to go over there on top of the screen and click on Agent Login and create an account. If you are brand new with Messer, we will actually be reaching out to you to make sure you have another account to gain access to this. Or if you just want to find out how to do so, give us a call and ask to speak with a marketing associate. So with that said, you see how important there's just 4 states here that do not have a DSNP in the state. The coordinated DSNP onlys are the teal color, and then the HIDE or FIDE states are in a darker blue. So if you are in those darker blue states, then you do have opportunity throughout the year to cater to this demographic and community, and have more, a little bit more opportunities throughout the year. Although if you do not have one of these states, if you're in the teal color or even the orange, do not fright. There's so much opportunity out there. There's so many different type of people who need your assistance, and we can help you and dive into that specifically with your marketer and in your market. So with that said, let me go back to our presentation so you can get started and get your ducks in a row. Okay, so actually, really quick, before I even go further, I do want to tell you about some updates from the CMS and compliance this year. So that will be effective in January 1st, 2026. Okay, so CMS is revising the model MA and Part D enrollment request form. And so they'll be removing a few fields, voluntary fields for race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and gender identity will be eliminated. And that applies to all enrollment forms covered by CMS enrollment guidance. And so that's just a quick update. Obviously, if you are not only on the Medicare side, you work on the ACA side, there's all other information that should be covered. And we're actually going to be doing a whole other 90-day for AEP, but for the ACA side, or for OEP, pardon. So stay tuned for that. And make sure you're subscribing to our emails, okay? So that you can get that information. So all this time you're waiting, okay, Sophia, fantastic information, but like, how do I get started? What should I be focusing on right now at this time of year? So first and foremost, you should be concentrating right now on your contracts, right? The month of July, even though a lot of us take our vacation because we want to go enjoy the beach or the sun, absolutely do all those things, but also focus on your contracts. This is the time for you to review what contracts do you have currently that are ready to sell, what contracts in your state you may not have ever gotten contracted, and why. Find out with your marketing associate, is that carrier expanding within the state that I have never contracted? Maybe the reason you didn't do it last year was because they were not even here, right? Maybe they're like, you only sell on a couple counties in your state, and you're like, I have no need to get these other 3 carriers or this local carrier that's on in my area. Yes, you're right at that time, but what about now? Have they expanded? Do they now have the network that you were looking for? And I understand that many times some of you want to wait until the end of the year. And you want to wait when the carrier by August or September are having their road shows or their first looks are coming out, which we'll get there because they are. Right now, there are at least 7 or 8 carriers that have opened their first looks, but obviously, most of them are really just that sneak peek, right? It's like that beautiful layout of like a generic information, but is not really diving into the really core plant information and details. So it's important that you start contracting for these carriers. And if you don't have someone to talk to, if you're new and you don't have a marketing associate or a company that you're partner with that help you with that, please give us a call. We'll be happy to give you that information and help you. Right now, we have really fantastic incentives and opportunities for agents who decide to transfer a few specific contracts with us and work with us this next selling season. So please don't hesitate to give us a call and ask to speak with a marketing associate. As you see, like, did you know that the average independent agent has contracts with 17 carriers? I will say, if you are not selling in more than one state, right, and you actually have multiple, I could believe you work with at least definitely 10. The reason the average agent would have 17 contracts, either will be a bunch of different markets, or because they're doing exactly what we're suggesting and advising here, is to really get prepared for the selling season, and it is getting all the contracts available in your state. Or if you have a trusted marketer and partner, you can connect and find out, like, okay, if not all the every single contract in my state, which ones should I really be looking out at? And if you're right now, we're all getting bombarded with different calls from different FMOs, from different uplines, from different companies and carriers. But it is important, even as overwhelming as it could be, I highly recommend you pick up the phone and you really listen to what everyone has to say, because this is really how you get to get fragments of information from different people. You get to see their point of view. What have they been hearing? That is something that's really important in our field, right? What he said, she said, not gossip wise, but really like information. Okay, I heard from this carrier that this and that. And from us, you'll hear from what we know from our carrier partnerships that have been with us for over 20 years and that we built with love and care. And we are so appreciative of them, and they're fantastic partners. So we're able to provide you with the information that you need to really be successful this next AEP. When you have all the contracts, right now, let's say you got contracted, you found out with your marketer, okay, this new carrier, what about them? What is interesting about them? Why do you believe I should get it? Get that done. Get the contract done. Right now in July, if you want to transfer anything, perfect timing. Get that transferred, okay? Even if you don't have the proper documentation to make it a quick switch, carriers always have another route for you to transfer the contracts. So just really think about what's best for you and your business, and right now is the time to do it. Do not wait until closer to September. July is the month for you to transfer your contracts, okay? Obviously, at Messer, we use MyMFG. It's our, proprietary quoting and enrolling software for ACA, MA, as well as obviously you can do MAPD, you can do Manhattan Life, you can do Emeritus, and soon we'll be able to do something really, really special as well. You can actually enroll ID theft capstone, which is Messer's brand for ID theft protection. Just to wrap up on the first time, the step one of the contracting, make sure you're ready to sell. Make sure you know what other carriers are coming, because at this point they have announced it at least, or spoke about it to someone, to your partner in FMO, that they're coming. So it might not have sent an email yet, but they'll be telling some people, okay, I'm expanding within these counties. Make sure you know that information. Get started with your new contracting. Get started with transferring the contracts to get better deals and better opportunities to increase your income this AEP. And make sure you know what are you going to be using to enroll. Okay, for MyMFG, you can quote and enroll in one software. You don't have to learn all 17 enrollment platforms, right? Each carrier has their own, and that's fantastic. They have fantastic information and tools. But if you can just focus on one instead of 17, like we mentioned, that's the average amount of contracts that an agent has, wouldn't that save you a lot of time? Our agents that use our platform, MyMFG, actually have been able to grow their business 3 times faster than the average agent, just because they used MyMFG. So on the step 2, it's your initial outreach. So you have to remind your clients to be on the lookout for their insurance plans, obviously the ANOC, host your educational events. Now I like to think like right now really is the time for that too. So like late July, August, you can already start making sure, not for the ANOC, but making sure that you can already start creating your events and your outreach for your clients, getting the information I like to say it, getting your feet wet. You know, when you're trying to get into a pool and it's really cold and you have to get in. So if you put your foot, you feel a little bit like more comfortable. So this is kind of at that point that you want to do that initial outreach, so that you don't wait all the way to like when it's close to enrollment to actually get their doctor's information. Oh, did you change your medications? Oh, did you change your doctor? All of these things. Do you like your plan? Like you should have an idea of all of this of your client right now. We keep our agents in the know with the upcoming dates and how to reach your clients to remain in compliance with CMS. Marketing too early or in the wrong way can cost you your license. So we were really, really careful with that information. And so there are some carriers that are going to start releasing their rollouts. So that is another thing that I would highly suggest you keep an eye out. And we do fantastic, our communications and marketing team makes fantastic job with emailing you that information. So I know we all receive so many emails, but if you feel like you get the kind of email that you're getting from us is not exactly what you're looking for, please make sure to reach out to us so we can adjust what kind of email you receive, because instead of just unsubscribing, okay? That's when you're gonna end up losing all this information or invites to events and road shows and meetings and all the good things that are gonna get you prepared. So also October 15th, AEP begins and you can start selling plans and completing enrollments. If this is your first time or second year, this is good information. If you've been doing this for a while, you already know. So step 3 will be to complete your certifications. So step 1, 2, and 3, they're all really combined and very similar time frame, which would be pretty much around now, right? Like you could be doing all of these things already right now in the beginning of July. So like 2 weeks ago, you could have started, but we understand that you're getting ready 90 days until AEP. So we have these 90 days to get ready. So make time to complete all the certifications, including AHIP. Now, this certifications for the carriers, I know there is, so Aetna released theirs, United Healthcare. I made a little list. Devoted, Anthem, Cigna, Gold Kidney, HCSC, and Molina. So far, have released their certification, so you can get that done already. Even if you're thinking, oh, but like I might want to go to a different partner with this contract this year, still do your certification. You don't have to wait until afterwards to do it. You can do it that now, because the certification always goes with you, just like the contract, right? Even if you change, it's not like it stays behind. That's a separate portion. That's business related, book of business related, client related, not your certification. So that's really important. Like the moment that a carrier releases their certification, just go and get it done. Get it out of the way so you don't have to be worrying about that closer to the selling season. Another very important certification for you to do is AEP, and right now it's been open since June 26. You can go ahead and complete your 2026 certification with AEP. There's also a different certification you can get it done if AEP is not for you, or if you want to try a different one that I do not have the title or name here for you. But ask us how to get AEP for free. And I will not tell you here, because I definitely want you to give us a call and make sure you get that information from a wonderful marketing associates. They can tell you exactly how to get that AEP for free for this selling season, okay? And you can call us. Let me tell you the phone number right now again. Call us directly at 866-373-7604 and ask, how can I have my AEP for free this year? So one more time, the phone number is 866-373-7604. Now we said certifications, done. That's the step 3. So step 1, contracts. Step 2, initial outreach. And step 3 is the certifications. So as you get closer, you'll make sure you're all done with your certification, nothing to worry about there. You already got your clients' main changes, or at least got them prepared for what's to come. So, letting them know, hey, we're going to be reviewing, maybe deciding what dates are there available, already deciding when you can do your appointments. And then making sure that you know where you want to have your contracts. Because, like I said, this year is going to be a game changer. Everyone is trying to make sure that they have, higher sales, because last year was the year of retention. Most agents were like, okay, I'm going to be able to retain my business. Some agents, at least we do know of many of ours, were able to actually increase their book of business this last open enrollment. Now, this one, whoever stayed strong and decided to stay on this business is gonna make a real growth, because there's a lot of people who are gonna need additional help. A lot of more people are gonna be eligible for the plans, and it's kind of up for grabs. We just have to know where to find it and who to enroll them with, and what kind of support you need for your business specifically, because everyone is different. Some are strong online, some are strong in person. What kind of business owner are you? How do you reach out to your clients? And that's how we can help you decide. Now, step 4 is reconnecting with your clients. So it is similar to step 2, just because you're doing your due diligence, but you want to be able to do at least a minimum of 2 touch points between now and the enrollment season, because you want to make sure you're on top of mind. Obviously, if you have been helping these clients for years, they already know you. I don't know if you have been doing that this way. Maybe you are someone who at this point already have your clients in a way that you can wait until the last minute. But I highly recommend that if you're actually looking to grow, you do these things prior. So let your clients know that other companies may reach out to them with information about Medicare, and they should absolutely say that they are all taken care of because they have you. So assure them that you have their best interest at heart, that no matter which carrier their neighbor said is absolutely fantastic, that you'll make sure that you can review the plan option with that specific carrier with them at the time that you're able to do so. So they are not trying to just like, oh, they said no, they shut me off, they said no. Just make sure to relay. I am able to offer you all the carriers available in your area at the time of enrollment. And if that's a carrier that you're really interested in learning, fantastic, I'll review that with you. And that goes back to my point that I said before. You then need to have that contract, right? You don't want to be waiting last minute to be like, oh, my client just told me about this carrier that I heard about it last year, but I don't really like new carriers, and so I didn't get contracted, and now you can't even offer it or show it to them, and you miss that opportunity. So I highly recommend you making sure you learn about them and get contracted and just have it in case you need it, instead of needing it and not having it. That happens quite often. I'll say this, I've been doing this for 4 years now in insurance previous to that, but in a marketing capacity. And I have to be honest, that is what I hear the most. The AEP goes by when we're trying to do our outreach and try to connect with new agents. And obviously you don't know us. I could just be saying that because maybe I get, what do I get? What do you get from me by doing this? But truly, every year, I've heard it many times. I still have agents, dear partners with us, that they love their selected top legacy carriers, which absolutely, they're fantastic for a reason. I'm not saying you don't sell them. I'm saying be prepared for what's to come ahead. So, what's ahead of us? Be prepared. So, with that said, now that you're getting your ducks in a row, and you have already done step 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you're getting connected with your clients and you're getting the information, you have the contracts, you have already touch point with your clients at least twice, you know what you're gonna get to increase your earnings, you know the CRM you're gonna use to quote and enroll. Now you get to actually create a marketing plan, okay? So I do wanna say, we encourage these touch points from before because they are a part of the relationship building, right? I sometimes feel like I say things that are so obvious, but I personally love when someone is actually saying the same things I'm thinking about to kind of bring some reassurance, because they are part, touching base is part of the relationship building. The more you talk to someone and you build that relationship, they know you and they trust you. Because it's not only if you're good to do that first quick impression, it is the follow-up. Your business is pretty much all in the follow-up for sure. So educate yourself to know what you can and cannot do and say before AEP. Now that we're on step 5, creating a marketing plan, it's extremely important. And if you are an agent who have grown maybe up to 300 clients and you're thinking, what else? How else can I grow? Or if you're just getting started and you're wondering, okay, I have the contracts, I have done my certs, and now how do I find my clients? That is a very, very important question to ask yourself. Ask yourself, how can I get myself in front of my clients? How do I want to connect with them? Am I an agent that want to be finding clients online? Am I an agent that want to do in-person appointments? Okay. And I will say that obviously with COVID, we all had to learn to do things virtually, and that it is here to stay. And that gives you opportunity to grow even further out. But grassroots marketing and meeting people and meeting them in person and face to face will never go away, because there's nothing better than a connection in person, right? I would have loved to be able to see all of you in person, because we get to see each other and really, really learn from each other even more. But I'm so thankful that we also have this opportunity for us to connect with you. Even though we're not in the same space, we're here together, spending this time and going over everything that's important. So, lay out a simple plan for reaching to your audience. Do you want email, text, phone, in-person appointments? And prepare your sales tools, enrollment kits, brochures, and educational material. So all material must meet CMS compliance. So it's extremely important requirements. So the CMS compliance requirements are extremely important. And so for you, if you don't have that kind of support and that is lacking, this is something that I can say that we are fantastic in. We have a fantastic team in compliance that works together with our marketing. And not only will we create marketing compliance materials for you to use and just put your name on it, but we also have embedded in our tools, like I mentioned my MFG before, every single resource that we offer you here is compliant. And that will make sure that you can have the peace of mind that you don't have to be worried about this. Additionally, we create actually compliance like guides inside our tool that you can download or print, and you know exactly how to do an event in person, how to navigate educational events versus sales events, when to do it, what to say, what not to say. We have all of that inside our marketing studio. At Messer, we also have, like I mentioned in the marketing studio, the templates. You can actually create your own customizable marketing material, and you can also put your contact information and logo on the flyer or social media post. So there are hundreds of pieces, and there are all CMS approved. So no worry about having compliance issues with us. And if you have actually created your own, because many of you are very creative and love to put your own, create your own material, that is fantastic. And all you have to do is actually submit it to us and make sure, and we do all the hard work and spend all that time so you don't have to, making sure that that's compliant to CMS and it follows all the rules. And then you have your own piece of marketing that you created, but it is compliant as well. You don't have to spend all that time trying to reach out to CMS and then all the carriers making sure, okay, does this look good for everybody? And so we also have it set for easy posting on social media and or even print outs for in-person events. If you are with Messer and you have an idea of how you want to do your marketing event and you want some additional marketing support, give us a call. Without diving a little bit deeper, we have all of this that's created for you. We can actually help you with lead generation, right? Because this is part of marketing. So not only how you brand yourself, what tools are you using? Is it a website? Are you using a robust CRM? Are you using events and creating opportunities within your community? How are you doing that? We can help, we can guide you and help you get prepared. Because at this point, you should be also already thinking about that step 5, okay? You don't have to be doing it now specifically, right? Like the event itself, but you should be getting started. If you haven't done any of the things we spoke before, focus on that first and then start doing that by August, the marketing plan. But if you have already done everything, like Sophia, this is fantastic, but I already did step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, fantastic. Now you meet me where I'm at number 5, okay? So with that said, we're gonna go into step 6 and we're gonna grow your Medicare book of business. So you can build your book of business year round, obviously. You don't have to wait for the selling season. Selling season, obviously, it is when you're going to have to re-enroll all your clients and roll them over to the same plan or a different plan. But it is also an opportunity to grow. And there are times throughout your year, if you were doing, the work early on, right after OEP and trying to create your opportunities throughout the year. Like I mentioned on that map before, if you can't do DSNP, there's CSNP. There's also other, opportunities within different markets that you can tackle, right? With institutional enrollments as well. And so with that, and initial enrollments as well, and Medicare supplement, there's a lot. Otherwise, I'm going to stay here forever. But when you give us a call and we can dive into deeper on your actual specific market and how you can utilize what's available to you in your state for year-round enrollment, you will meet people who thought that they could change or wanted to change, but they can't, right? You will meet people that you'll have to wait for AEP to sell. And that's how you are building your pipeline throughout the year, right? So if you can't enroll them at that moment, at least you got that contact, which again, making sure you get those 2 follow-ups before enrollment season to make sure they know that you're still here for you, that you're just waiting for the end of the year to enroll them, okay? So consider sponsoring bingo once or twice a month, consistently at a senior center. Utilize the VBC communities around you. If you don't know what value-based care communities are, please call us and we'll tell you the ones available in your state. We have a really great partnership with, I believe, almost at least 3 of them. In most of the states they're available in, and you'll have that opportunity to connect with them, and with their help also get closer to the communities and help people get to go to those facilities. Get to know your audience individually too, and leave your business cards. Again, we do have business cards in our marketing studio. So sponsor community events, host a booth at a festival, talk to people, pass out your cards. One of the biggest things on this business is really just to be someone who's social. I am, if you're I cannot say the words, but if you're someone who is an extrovert or an introvert, those are the words. So it is important that some aspect of you is comfortable with being uncomfortable, and is comfortable with putting yourself out there and having conversations. There's also fantastic books that you can read to get yourself prepared to be more of an open book, or able to have open conversations. If you need some tips, you can call us. We'll give you that too. So we help agents every day to create grassroots marketing and through in-person events. So if that's something that you're interested in and that's not available to you yet, or wherever you're doing it, you maybe want to explore a different partner, or you want to learn what's the difference. You know what I mean? You want to know what is. Maybe you're happy with the grassroots marketing with the partner that you do now, but maybe what we have is something even closer, or an addition to, because there are times that, depending where you're at, is not exactly a make it or break it. You can maybe work with both, right? So we do help with the in-person events, and community events will unlock so many opportunities for you. Don't overlook the component to build your book of business. Now, step 7, use your CRM to organize clients. And I feel like a lot of the agents I work with, and we all work with, there's always a downfall, because being a business owner is not easy, especially on the Medicare side. You have to not only be learning about all the changes every year, learning all the carriers, their plans. If you have a MyMFG tool like ours, it kind of helps you there, because you don't, you learn first looks and you learn plans. But if you have so many contracts and carriers, you're able to tune in and be like, this is the best for my client. So you're able to actually, it'll filter to the carriers that will be a better fit, and plan will be a better fit for your specific client. But if you don't have a platform like that, you'll have a downfall either on how to find the best plan available in my area, or how to get my branding and marketing, or how to organize myself. As a business owner, you have to be very good at everything. And that's why it's important for you to have the partner that makes sense for you, that fits your needs. So we have a fantastic, robust CRM that really gets you organized, that connects with our quoting tool and keeps everything streamlined. If you don't right now have a CRM that organizes your clients, maybe you're someone who likes to use file cabinets, and that's good. If it works for you, fantastic. I do recommend to still have something digital in case you're out and about and you're taking things with you. You can't take all those files with you. So it's important that you start to get digitalized. But having a CRM that helps you organize your clients and is a game changer. MyMFG Plus is the name of our robust CRM. And that will allow agents to send birthday emails, reminders about upcoming enrollment periods, and so much more. You can create your own newsletter if you'd like, that it really keeps in getting constant information from you. You can create different types of campaigns for yourself. Trigger campaigns. You can do actual outreach. You can actually generate leads through a different platform that connects with ours. So there's a lot of opportunity within MyMFG Plus. If you want to learn more about it, please make sure to give us a call and we'll go over it with you. We can also schedule demos so you can see a little bit more about it. And we do have a webinar that covers the details or a highlight of the platform. So as you get to know your clients' needs, it's easier to match them. Step 8. So the client outreach and marketing touches is a basic marketing principle for relationship building, and has proven to, on average, take 7 touches. Someone will actually take the call to action. So in marketing, as a marketing rule, actually, if you're actually trying to do outreach for clients or trying to have someone buy something from you and you're actually calling or emailing them, it'll take about 8 touches. But also, practicing with your clients will certainly strengthen your bond with them and create a space where they can feel comfortable with calling you, because that's the goal. You want them to be actually calling you as well, not only the other way around. Using programs like MyMFG Plus CRM and then the Marketing Studio is a great way to create content, because nowadays we live in the world of content creation. So that doesn't mean that you have to become a pro, because we have pros right here at your service. Okay, so with the content creation and reach your clients, so you'll use MyMFG Plus, use Marketing Studio to create the content, reach your clients through automation, email or text, or both, letting them know you are available when they need you. And when you automate sending emails like newsletters and etc., it continues working while you're asleep. So if you have a client that likes to call you late night, but you decided that your business hours are your business hours, and that's how you keep yourself without being burnt out and like really disciplined, it's not gonna be someone who like, oh, I never hear from my agent. No, you do, because you automated, and now it'll automatically send them a text or automatically send them a link or an email telling them book a call with me or book an appointment with me, or whatever it is that you want to say in that email and that communication. So it continues working while you sleep, and this is a great way to continue to be connected with your clients. So that is actually the beauty of all of these systems nowadays. So even though if you're someone like me who prefers to write things on paper or really just meet people in person, it's important to be set for success in those ways. So do you have your ducks in a row now? Let us help you. And we are a team dedicated to your success, because if you succeed, we will succeed also. It is really a team effort, and it is highly important that we understand where you're coming from. Your feedback is extremely, extremely valuable to us. So we are here for you to create things for you to succeed. And so even if it's an uncomfortable conversation and you feel like there are things that we don't do that you need, please let us know, because that's the only way that we grow. And we hope that we can do the same way around. You tell us how you're doing your business, and we can help you see where is it that you might be needing a little bit more support or help to get kickstart your sales and your book of business. We offer real support. We're not only AI or chatbot. You can literally just call and reach out to us, and a person will actually pick up the phone and find the answer for you. And truly, Messer Financial is one of the last standing, truly independent FMOs in the country. And that makes a huge difference for you as an insurance agent, because we are connected to the carriers directly. That means that we hold a huge value, as well as yourself. So if you want to know more, you can call our main phone number and get to our producer support team at 866-568-9649. But if you want to talk to a marketing expert, give a call to 866-373-7604. Okay, again, it's 866-373-7604. 7604, and you'll be able to speak directly with a marketing associate. You can also tell them where you're located, because that helps us connect you with the best marketer for your needs. We all have fantastic understanding of, Medicare in itself, but some of us might be new to that state specifically. So we have some marketers that have been with us for a really long time, or have a really great understanding of that specific market that you sell. So if you call and say, hey, I am located in Texas and I would like to speak with a marketing associate, that'll help us connect to the best person for you. Thank you so much for being here with me with Messer Financial and going through all of the prompts and all of your questions. I am very, very grateful that we have this time together. Let me go ahead and take a look at so many of the questions that we have right now. Where can I find the DSNP map on the website? Oh, love that question. Okay, so as I see, this is the webinars, right? Just to finish the webinar, you have all the past ones, and even some that are like from the beginning of this year. Believe me, these are accurate to the day, up to date, fantastic information. Okay, even these over here from the year to year. Now, if you want to see where that map I showed earlier today is, it's right here. So you're gonna again log into your Agent Messer Center. And if you're new to Messer, just go ahead, give us a call, speak with a marketing associate, get your profile created with them. And then you're going to be able to get in, click on Medicare certification and information. AEP is open. Ask your marketing associate how to get free AEP. And then you're going to scroll down, and this is where the map is, right here. Okay? Let me see what other questions we got. So I am new. My only questions are to get used to the system. The video is confusing. Oh, I am sorry to hear that the video is confusing, and thank you so much for letting us know. So if this is the video that's confusing, or is the MyMFG video that's confusing, I will have someone give you a call, okay, and kind of get some more clarification so we can make sure that you have what you need. But if the MyMFG system feels like it's a little bit confusing, I highly recommend you joining the live session. We have a live session for MyMFG training, 1 in the morning at 11 on Tuesdays for ACA, and then I believe it's at 3 p.m. for Medicare. Also, I highly recommend you giving us a call to find out what are the next rollouts or events from the carriers that are coming up, because we do have some of those informations here for you, and we can let you know. Let me see a couple more questions. Oh, someone's asking if Messer's doing a roadshow this year and if this is going to be recorded again. Yes. On the roadshow for Messer, I'll say this. I cannot confirm yet dates, but this is being a big conversation. We all miss meeting you, all of you in person, and so you will be tuned into the emails, because we will send a blast email to all of you who asked if we're going to be having roadshows or not. Okay, and make sure you give us a call, marketers. The marketers will be notified, as well as producer support, when the dates come out, if those will be happening this year. But I have to say, I'm extremely positive that this is something we will be offering this year. Okay, is the contract with Baylor Scott and White close to completion? So the contract is ready. So if you need it, please go ahead to your SureLC and request it. If AEP, so you can click here, right? And it will upload a report to your computer with the active SEPs. We also have the breakdown of SEP codes right here. So these will be helping you understand per quarter how long they're lasting up until when. Some of here, we've been doing this throughout the year, so obviously some of these have expired, but this is what we're doing here. This resource is available to you, so, and it's continued to be updated, so you can always come here and check, okay, for the codes. And then the active SEPs, you can actually just upload it here. And obviously, as it says here, check back periodically for an updated list, okay? But all of this, look, and certifications by carrier will be also down here. So we actually just simplify for you to go and click and get those done. So this is my first year, question that I have here. This is my first year selling Medicare. I need help with my MFG and I have other questions. Please have someone call me. Absolutely, we'll have someone call. And if you want to give us a call as well, depending on what you need, we'll make sure that we will give you additional support. I just am so grateful and honored to be here and to partner with all of you. Your partnership is very, very valuable to us. And for those who are new here, welcome. And I hope you give us a try. You never know what you like until you try it, So just give us a try. We can always partner with agents of every capacity, even if it's just one contract. That is super, super valuable to us, and we'll be able to make sure to earn your business, because this is what all about is finding the right partner for you. And like I said, we're eager to make sure that you have what you need. Thank you all for joining us this morning. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you soon.